Game Developers Conference is going on this week in San Francisco and is usually a great showcase for new indie games. Our own Scott Jones decided to check out this year's crop of games.
All right, over here in the independent games section, and I'm here with, what's your name?
Boyan.
Boyan, and you were with Game Oven Studios. Cool, and checking out a game that I saw over here called Fringle. Is that what it's called?
Fingal.
Fingal,
Yeah.
okay. And this is a game for iPad?
It's an iPad-only game for now.
And tell me a little bit about the game and how you play.
It's very simple. The game is always cooperative multiplayer game for exactly 2 players, and there are small dots on the screen which you put your finger on, and then you track other dots, and those sometimes move. So basically, you move with them.
And from what I could tell from the video, you try to hold on as long as you can to try to...
There is a certain, for every level, there is a different amount of time that you need to keep your finger on the target.
On the target,
yeah.
okay.
And basically, that's the mechanics, like what you see from above. But the actual goal of the game is to make people touch and intertwine hands.
Oh, I see. So it's kind of a little romantic thing if you really think about it.
Yeah, especially
Could be.
Especially at the beginning, it's completely an icebreaker game,
Right.
and it plays with the novelty of touching each other's hands. Of course, later on, when that kind of wears off, it becomes more and more of a puzzle game.
Right.
And then it's more about trusting the other, cooperation, and things like that.
You got to figure by the time you get to the later levels, you're both engaged, so you're past the whole touchy thing. It's like, all right, let's solve these puzzles.
That's exactly. So you bring that's the next level. Like you bring the actual trust and communication between the people. So it's beyond just the physical touch.
That sounds pretty cool. I had mentioned to you, I just got the new iPad, so this is definitely something I would definitely think to look into.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you very much. So it's available on the App Store already for I think $2 at the moment.
$2. All right, cool. All right, well,
Thank you very much.
cool. I am still wandering around GDC, and I have run into this gentleman right here. And what is your name?
My name is Ryan Vandendyck.
Okay. And what do you have to show here at GDC this year?
Yeah. So my indie group, Eden Industries,
Okay.
we're releasing our first title, Waveform, on Steam. It's coming out March 20th, and it's all about a game about controlling a wave of light.
Okay.
So you can imagine a wave of light sort of traveling through space,
Right.
and you just sort of stretch and compress the way the wave looks to line it up with objects to collect, avoid obstacles.
Gotcha.
You can do a lot of neat light stuff. You bounce off mirrors, you go through prisms to change colors of things, and yeah, sort of just a kind of a unique sort of action kind of game.
Cool. It sounds a little like, I don't know, Child of Eden kind of popped into my head, but is there music involved here, or is it just more visual?
There's actually some really good music composed by, the whole game was actually developed part-time while I worked on Luigi's Mansion 2 for the 3DS, if you know that game, yeah.
Yes.
So a friend of mine who also worked on that game composed all the music in the game, and there's some kind of really nifty dynamic audio that happens. Like as you do well, there's like a sort of another track gets layered on to kind of ramp up the intensity, and if you start doing poorly again, it kind of like fades off, gives you time to breathe. So there's a lot of really great music in the game, so.
Awesome. So you said it's coming on Steam?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about maybe trying to bring it to any other platforms like XBLA or PSN?
I think right after Steam, actually, we're going to target iOS and mobile. The game actually is really simple to control. You just, like right now, click and drag the mouse is the whole control. So we think for a tablet, phone, I think would work really well.
Right.
So that's sort of the next thing we're thinking of.
Cool. That sounds pretty awesome. Hey, so check it out. What's the name of it again?
Waveform.
Waveform on Steam March 20th?
March 20th.
March 20th. All right. All right. So I am still wandering around GDC, and I've come across this very interesting booth. What is your name, sir?
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm with Killer Combo. So I'll be here to talk about Fighters Club, which is our next game.
So tell me a little bit more about what this is, and because it's an MMO fighting game.
It is indeed. It's a combination of I think a lot of things that you would love, right? So it's a martial arts themed action MMO, right? And we have a lot of people come by and they look at the game, and I think they automatically know like what to expect in terms of the action. But what they don't necessarily realize is that it's also an MMO, right? But I think the first two things that you're going to kind of see is that there's a lot of street brawling. There's a lot of kind of calls back to games like Final Fight and things like that.
Right.
But there's also an excellent PvP mode too. You can go 1-on-1 fights, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. Like you can just really get in there and just tear it up. But it's definitely one of those games where you need to figure out the best combos if you want to dominate. But if you just want to be in there having a great time, it's super easy to land your punches and to pull off some of the basic combos. You've got 10 different hotkey slots for your skills, so you can just go crazy in terms of like how you want to map those out and like kind of build your own combos.
Is this available now?
No, it's coming out this summer.
This summer? Okay.
Yeah.
Just vaguely summer, no firm release date yet?
We don't have a firm date just yet, but you'll definitely be able to play it this summer, and we're really excited.
Cool.
This is the second game for Killer Combo.
Oh, cool.
We basically just opened our doors like a little bit less than a year ago with Elsword. This is our first game, and we're just really excited because Fighters Club is kind of the next extension of what we focus on, and that's action MMOs, like really exciting, fun games. We want to kind of take the MMO space and just make it like more exciting and action-based. That's what we do.
And this is free to play?
It is free to play. There's an item mall where you'll be able to customize your character, change their look, change your hairstyle, get different kinds of jackets. There's like tons of different things you can do there. You can totally make the game your own. Yeah.
All right. Well, this sounds like a very interesting take on the fighting genre. And guys, look out for it coming this summer. Fighters Club. Cool. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Scott.
Man, some of those games look pretty cool. Who'd I give my money to? If you want to check out any other GDC footage or past episodes, go to presspause.mevio.com or youtube.com/presspausemevio.
You know what's just as cool as video games? Savings!
If you're looking for the newest kicks or up-to-date threads, then head over to footaction.com. They have casual or basketball shoes, as well as all the clothing and accessories to make it look hot. They carry the brands that matter, from Nike to Adidas, Converse to Levi's. Foot Action has what you need. Just use the code AFPP10FA and save 10% off any order of $50 or more.
See, these are the savings I was telling you about. Savings!